What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Aftersound here, bringing you Splinterlands content every single day. We also stream right here in this channel every Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday morning, so come by and say hello. All right, guys, I wanted to talk about something that we've speculated about for a very, very long time, and I know there's been a lot of conversation happening around it, so figured I would cover it here in a video. But we had the recent change to modern format, and I think this might have exposed, looking at the data, of course, I think this might have exposed just how many real players we have playing the game, or at least playing the game in modern format. So if we take a look here, this went live a couple of days ago, and you can see the light blue line is the number of modern battles that happen per day. And obviously there's been a massive drop off, and we've seen, over these last 3 days, about 25,000 battles, 26,000 battles, and 27,000 battles. So to make the math very easy, right? Let's say it's, 24,000 battles. We're just going to round down a little bit. That means we're at about 1,000 players, 1,000 or 1,000 accounts, I should say, because I'm sure some people have multiple accounts. And in fact, I've even said I play an account in Diamond and I play an account in Bronze, both in Modern, right? So that's 2 accounts right there. And if everybody's playing 2 accounts, we may only have like 500 to 600 players. But wait, there's more, because of the fact that in certain leagues, or if you have, a certain deck that can earn more per game than the amount of energy you would need to spend, well, some people might be playing more than just their 24 daily battles. So again, the flip side of this is that not everybody's playing all their games, and therefore, it could be less than 24. But you get my point. We're looking at about 1,000 real players playing in modern format right now. Now, keep in mind, there's probably a lot of other players or people in the ecosystem. A lot may have shifted over to WoW, people who don't have time to go in and play their battles every day, or they just have older cards and don't want to bother with modern. So 1,000 is just kind of like a baseline for what we see. But at the end of the day, I actually take this as a very positive sign. Now, we know that a lot of people have left the game. We know a lot of people came in and explored it, but there's also a lot of people that have left the game over the last couple of months. That's probably impacted where the numbers are at right now too. But even still, here's the thing. 1,000 real players, or hell, we'll call it like 2,000 real players. Just imagine what the potential for growth is like then. Because I would say that the 1,000 real players who are here and are enjoying it now have an experience that is worthwhile for new players to come in and explore. And I know people are going to look at this and say, oh, it's too expensive, or like, the cards are, but look, the cards are cheap. SPS is cheap at a certain point. If we maintain this certain kind of enthusiasm and this positive and optimism with everything that's going on, right? With the release of Tower Defense, with the release of Land 1.5, hopefully some new game modes later this year, people will come in, right? We don't need the masses to come in. And that's exactly the point that I'm trying to make here. If we only have 1,000 to 2,000 players, just imagine what this place is going to look like if there's 3 to 4. That's just double the amount. That's not a lot of people. I mean, hell, what's this place going to look like once we have 10,000 players, right? And so, again, I'm not saying that it's going to happen overnight or that we're going to get a lot of people, but I am saying that the experience within the game has improved dramatically, so that folks like myself and many others who might have been on the fence or disgruntled or unhappy over the past couple of months are starting to see the light at the end of the tunnel. And if we can see the light at the end of the tunnel, that means people coming into the game can see the light, right? So they know where this thing is going, and we've gotten through what I would say was probably a very, rough bear market in a sense. And granted, I'm not saying that we can't go down further. The economy is going to be great and gravy from here on. But I do get excited about the fact that we are much closer to the next Bitcoin halving than we are the last one, right? It's less than a year away. And there's a lot of other narratives around gaming. And here's the best thing, right? Like we talk about crypto gaming, and there's probably like a competitive nature to it. And we talk about the competition that could actually be bad for Splinterlands. But if you go back to 2021, Axie Infinity launching off was the catalyst for a lot of people going and exploring other games. So in a way, Splinterlands doesn't need to be the leader of the pack. And even if Splinterlands is a leader of the pack, that'd be awesome. But even if it's not the leader of the pack, we could still benefit tremendously from that, especially if the game economy and the game itself are in a much better place, which I argue that over the last couple of months, they have been. So that's kind of where my head is at with this. I don't look at the 1,000 real players and laugh. I mean, yes, obviously it's funny, the meme of it, because we've been talking about it for a long time, but I do see a lot more potential from it. I actually see the silver lining or the positive side of it as being something way, way better in a sense, because It's much easier to onboard, right? If we want to 2x the demand in this space, right, which I think could go a long way. It's much easier to onboard 1,000 players rather than, what is this, like 50,000 players, right? If we wanted to go from 50,000 daily active accounts, right, to 100,000 daily active accounts, we'd need 50,000 new accounts in the game. But for us to go and just get 1,000 new players, and players who are going to come in and potentially, are in positions where they can invest or buy or, start to collect cards in SPS in a significant way. Again, to me, there's a lot more potential for that with a smaller starting base. But that's all I have for you guys in this video. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Are you disappointed by these numbers? Are you happy about these numbers? Are you happy with the state of the game? I will catch you all in the next video and see you around. Take care.